What's the deal, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for another live review. And this live review is not a reality TV review, it's a live review about Cardi B's brand new album, Am I the Drama? The album came out yesterday. I didn't have a chance to listen to it yesterday, but what's up?
Bodega Betty.
I didn't have a chance to listen to it yesterday, but however, I did listen to it on the plane ride here, which my dear friend Jamar knows what happened, but I tried to listen to her and she still didn't put me in a better mood. However, when I go out for drinks later on with Tremel, it's probably gonna put me in a better mood then, since I talked about everything I had. Since I talked about everything with Jamar already. But apparently, as you seen him just walk through here, he just said that his favorite song is what is it, Bodega Barbie? That's your favorite song? No, Bodega Betty. I said Barbie.
And Pretty and Petty.
That would be. But you talk about me though.
5 songs named by Bill get shot in the head. I can't either.
Okay. So that's the thing with that. Now, before we get into this review, y'all wanna see some? Tell me if y'all want to see some. Put the fire in the chat if you want to see some. Y'all want to see some. I was gonna wait to the end of the live, but I'm so excited to show this to you guys. So if y'all want to see some, put fire in the chat if you want to see some, okay? Because I'm very excited. If I don't see enough fire in the chat, then I'll wait to the end of the live to show it to you. But do y'all want to see some? Oh, the fire's in the chat. And y'all are putting the fire in the chat. Okay. Now, y'all know I do start my reviews off at the 5-minute mark. It don't matter what kind of reviews it is. It don't matter if it is, like a reality review or a music review. Every live starts at the 5-minute mark. So now that y'all putting the fire in the chat, because y'all want to see some, and I'm very excited to show y'all. Let me show y'all. These came in the mail today. This is my paperback book. It came in it I got like 3 boxes of these mofos sitting right behind me that I got to sign and send out to those of you who have already pre-ordered. So yes, my books, my pre-orders are in the mail, have come through the mail, and I got to sign them and send them to y'all. And I got to tell y'all that I am so excited and I am so happy about this. And words cannot express that. I am too excited. No matter what I'm facing at this moment, this is the thing that really matters the most to me, and that's this book. I left St. Louis crying my eyes out this morning, because of other things that were happening to me. But this book is everything, okay? Like, I cannot wait for you all to read it. I cannot wait for you guys to fucking see it. I can't wait. Like, just looking at the pages and I just can't believe that this is something that I did on my own. On my own. This is mine, and I did it. I'm just so excited. So yes, these are in the mail. So that means that for those of you that have pre-ordered this book, y'all should be getting y'all books within the next couple of weeks, because I got so many to sign. I got so many to send out. But yes, I had to let y'all know. Those of you that pre-ordered the physical on PayPal, it's coming. All right, so now that I done said that, let's go ahead and get into Cardi B's album. Now, for those of you that don't know, my favorite female rappers that are out right now, and I'm not going to include Nicki in this because she came out in 2010. So I'm talking about the crop of female rappers that came out about like 2018, 2019, whatever. My favorite female rappers that are out, Megan is number 1. Love Meg. I love Lotto too. And I like Cardi. Now, there's been a lot of Here's the thing. I like them for different reasons. I like Meg because she's a real rapper. I like Lotto because she can rap. I don't be looking for lyricism from Cardi B. I look for a hot beat, something that can make me want to pop my ass or whatever, and get on down with that. Oh, I forgot Glow. Let me replace Cardi with Glow. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's Glow, Lotto, and Meg for me. So, but Cardi B is an honorable mention. Now, her first album, Invasion of Privacy, that came out in 2018. Classic. I still listen to that album. Like, I still listen to Invasion of Privacy. Still listen to it. So when it took her forever and a day to put this album out, I was like, she must be having an issue trying to follow up Invasion of Privacy, because that is kind of hard to kind of, follow up. If you ask me, it is kind of hard. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, so that's the basis of that. She had Big and Head, she had Bodega Yellow, she had Be Careful, she had Ring, she had Get Up 10. She had a whole lot of records, right? So she had a lot of great songs on that album. Still can't believe that it won the Grammy for Best Rap Album. I didn't think that it really belonged to her, to be quite honest, with the people that she was nominated with. But however, I wasn't mad at her winning. Now, over the last couple of years, though, Cardi been putting out singles out the ass. It started with WAP. Now, when she put out WAP, I'm thinking she got a new album coming out. And I'm like, bitch, if this is the type of shit she coming with, I'm ready for this album. But then she came out with Up. That's my song too. I'm like, so basically she finna drop a doozy. No album. She did some features. Then she'll throw out like singles like Money or Press or Like What or Enough or whatever, right? Now, I will go on record and say that I wasn't a fan of most of the singles that she released over the last couple of years. Like, I did not like What. I didn't like Enough. I didn't care for Pressed either. And I didn't really care about Money either. I didn't. But, however, I still was waiting to see what she was going to put out, right? So then she came out with Outside. Love Outside. Like, love Outside. Like, I enjoyed Outside. That's my type of song, because she was getting over this marriage with, Offset and shit like that. Don't worry, I got this up here for a reason. But she was getting over her marriage with Offset, basically. And she was basically saying that she coming outside right now and she ain't worried about no nigga and all this other shit. So, she was down. She had her little anthem with that. And then she came out with Imaginary Players. And a lot of people slammed her for sampling that Jay-Z record, because it is a classic Jay-Z record. And people were, going in on her about it. So so that was the basis of that. And Imaginary Players didn't do too well, which I wasn't expecting it to, because that's not what they look for from Cardi. Which is, kind of unfortunate, because artists like Cardi are boxed in. And I really feel like you don't really have an option, to be honest. Because hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. But yeah, so that's the thing. I lost my train of thought because somebody was texting me, but yeah, that's basically the gist of that. So when it comes down to Cardi, she's boxed in. You know, when we listen to Cardi, all we want to do is listen to like ass shaking records, club banging records, shit like that. People don't want to hear anything serious from her, and I think that's kind of unfortunate because I felt like "Be Careful" was a song. Excuse me, "Be Careful" was a song that should have been bigger than what it was. Although it did go to number 11 on Hot 100 and shit like that, like it did something, but it didn't do what I felt it should have done. Because that was a great song and that was out of the ordinary for something that Cardi B was normally doing. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like artists like her they're pretty much boxed in, if you ask me. But now that the album has dropped and is anticipated and everybody's talking about it, rocking with it, giving their critiques about it and things like that, it's like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hold on, y'all. Now let me pull out the there we go. Here we go. Everybody trying to call me and text me. Here we go, right here. So the first song was Dead featuring Summer Walker. And I noticed that she got Summer Walker on 2 songs on here. Now, y'all know I'm not a fan of Summer Walker. I'm not a fan of her voice. I'm not really a fan of her music like that. In this particular song, I don't really feel like that was for her. I felt like that was probably a song that SZA was supposed to be on. If you ask me, that's a song that SZA was supposed to be on, honestly. So, that's what I think. It was kind of like, but the song was not bad. It was a good opener though. Like hearing Dead, it kind of reminded me of Get Up 10. Like that's kind of what it reminded me of. You know how Get Up 10 was the opener for Invasion of Privacy? That's what this was giving. It was giving me Give Up 10. So it was a good opener for this album. It kind of let you know where we were going with it. Now, let's get into Hello. Now, Hello is a record that, we're all, we this is what Cardi is known for. Like it's one of those, records where she is talking her shit. Like she taking us to the club, she taking us here, she's taking us there. So that's one of those type of records. And I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. Like, okay, this is 2 out of 2, 2 out of 2, 2 songs. That's good. Okay, I can give you that. Okay. So then we got into Magnet. Now, all Friday morning, that's all I kept seeing on my Twitter timeline was Magnet and how she drop kicked JT in their record. And baby, when I say she drug the fuck out of JT on that song, and I promise you I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it because if I'm not mistaken, JT and Cardi got into it on social media. And I think that JT took some shots at Cardi on her City Cinderella shit last year. So I really wasn't mad about the dragging of JT. Now, what I was annoyed by is that everybody was like, oh, JT gonna kill Cardi. JT gonna do this. JT gonna do that. JT gonna... When JT went back and forth for Sukiyana, she ain't really do shit. I think y'all get it twisted. And I think that people overrate JT a lot because, like, I don't really see how, I don't see how great she really is. Like, JT can rap, against Young Miami, you're going to look like you're the greatest of all time. But I don't see what everybody sees in JT. I just never have. Like, when she was in City Girls, like her parts were my favorite parts of the record because she got a little bit of skill. But I just never really just understood why everybody goes up for JT like that. Like she's a pretty girl or whatever. Like she can dress, she's beautiful, whatever. But her music is really just trash to me. She might as well just stay with City Girls if if you ask me. But I never really just been a fan. Like I grew to like that OK song and that JT coming. Like I did do that, but I did like that a little bit. But that's it. I ain't never just seen it for JT like that. Sorry, but not. Um. So then she got this Selena Gomez collaboration. And I thought that was cool. It's not my favorite song. I'm not really into shit like this, and nor am I into Selena Gomez. So I didn't really care enough to really listen to what the hell Selena Gomez was singing about. But I guess somebody will like it. I mean, as I said before, it's not one of my favorite records on there. Like, it's not a song that I'm gonna go back and play all over again and shit like that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But I don't really care for that song like that. That's probably one of the first duds for me. I don't really like Pick It Up. I ain't like that song. Number 5, we got Imaginary Players. Now, Imaginary Players is the song that she put out a couple of weeks ago, where a song that she put out a couple of weeks ago. She did a video for it. Everybody was talking about it, good and bad. It was released to a lot of mixed reviews, and it didn't do so well on the charts. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I never had an issue with this song. You feel what I'm saying? I never had an issue with this song. I actually like this song, and I felt like it was something just a little bit different from Cardi B. It was kind of like a departure from the things that she normally throws at us and give us. So I never had an issue with this record, but I do think that it sounded better over the Junior Mafia Get Money beat, though. I do think that because when I saw people talk about it online, I was like, they was talking about it sound better over Get Money. So when I was looking for the Get Money version, I heard the Get Money version. I'm like, okay, now it sounds much better over Get Money. Like this, it should have went over Get Money, honestly. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I think. I think it sounded better over Get Money. And a lot of people complain about Cardi and her flow, which I don't really be expecting too much from it because of her broken English and shit like that and all that. Like, I don't really be expecting much from Cardi B as a rapper. Like, and I think that's it kind of goes against what I stand for when it comes down to music, because I really like for people that have real talent to get up here and do this music the way that it should be done. And Cardi B has the talent to entertain all of us and shit like that. But her flow is kind of dragging, if you get my drift. Like, it kind of is, like, her flow is kind of like but I don't expect much because the broken English, the way she talk, it ain't gonna sound that great. In my opinion, it's not. So it is what it is. But let me continue on with the playlist. What came on after Imaginary Players? Now, Bodega Baddie, which is about a minute and some long, something that I don't understand. which I don't fucking understand. Like, what? But I see everybody else like Bodega Baddie, but I don't like that song. Is it just me? But I didn't really care for Bodega Baddie. That ain't my favorite song. Jamar loves it. A lot of people that I know personally, like Reggie, love this song. People in our group love this song. I'm probably the only one who don't like Bodega Baddie. I probably have to listen to it again in order for me to really get into it. Because sometimes, because I didn't like the song that she did with Kehlani on the first album, Ring. I didn't like that song at first. That was one of my least favorite records on Invasion of Privacy when I first heard it. I hated Ring. That whole "you don't make it ring, 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 ring." I'm just like, I didn't like that song either when I first heard it, but I grew to like it. So I do think that Bodega Baddie is a song that may have to grow on me, because when I heard it, it kind of gives that song that she did with Bad Bunny. I like it, because I like it like that either. I didn't like that song like that either. Like, I thought it was cute, but one time I heard it in the club and I was like, okay, I can get what I like it. I like it ain't bad. I could get with it at the club and shit. So I don't hate Bodega Baddie, but it's not something that I want to hear all the time. If you ask me, it's like a fun record for those that like that type of shit. But like I said, it might be a grower. Just like Ring was a grower for me, this probably gonna be a grower. Let's see. Because you're uncultured. Okay. Anyway, let me see. Salute. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see some here. Salute. Salute is another one of those records where, she's on there talking her shit, but I like the beat and she don't sound half bad on it. And I pretty much I like this song. I actually like Salute. Like, that's one of those type of records where I can listen to it again and revisit it and stuff like that. Like, I could definitely go back and, listen to that record all day. I don't know what it is about me per se, but let me see. If you're not letting, you don't what? Okay. I don't know what the hell they were talking about. Let me see. I don't know what it is about rap music for me, but I like it when they do like deeper records. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I love it when they get serious or stuff like that. Like, I don't always like they club bangers like that. Like, you know, uh, I don't I like it when it gets serious, but this song is not really serious, but it's one of those records where she is, spitting and talking her shit basically. But I enjoy it for what it is. Now, I think these next couple of songs are songs that she probably did when she was going through her shit with Offset. It's something about her collaborations with Kalani. I haven't seen the Safe video yet, but I definitely love Safe. And I think that song is safe for the radio. I love that song. Like, I can hear them playing that shit on the radio. And I think she released it at the right time because it's the end of September. We're going into the fall, and I think that Safe is the perfect song to start off autumn with. So I absolutely love that song. I love Safe. It does remind me of Ring when I hear Safe. Like, I think that Cardi and Kalani does great, collabs together, because Ring was really good. Although I did not like Ring at the beginning, but I definitely love Safe from first listen. Most definitely love Safe at first listen. So, Cardi B, she only got two. She got one real dud for me. Like, Pick It Up is a dud for me. Bodega Baddie ain't really a dud. It's just that right now I'm not really sure about it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when I got to Man of Your Word, bitch, I want to cry. This is what I like about rappers when they get real personal about the things that's going on in their life. I love the personal records. Man of Your Word is my shit. Love that song. Okay. Like, you could definitely tell that she was going through it when she made this record. You could tell that she was. Like, you can tell that she was going through it. And it really had me in my feelings, especially today. It had me in my motherfucking feelings on that damn plane, because I was damn near about to cry when I heard that song. And one thing about Scotty doesn't cry like that. That I don't cry really at all most of the time. You really gotta I really got to be hurt like hell to fucking cry, or I got to be angry to fucking cry, or like overly frustrated to cry. I'm not a man of many tears and shit. So when I cry and you see me cry, you better savor the moment because it's probably never going to happen in front of your ass again. But Man of Your Word is my song. Like that was very personal. And I know I'm going to play that shit again. It's kind of like Be Careful. You know what I mean? It's giving Be Careful, or, 2025, Be Careful in a sense. That's what it's giving. And girl, bare your soul. That's what I want to hear. Bare your soul. Tell us what you're really feeling. Okay, tell us what you're really feeling, girl. Okay, tell us what you're really feeling. I love personal records. I need a rap album with a lot of personal songs. Um, I'm with you, Scotty. I love when rappers do personal songs. I be playing the hell out of Hold On by Lil Kim featuring Mary J. Blige. I cried like when I remember when my cousin passed away. I played Hold On so many times, and the way that Mary J. Blige was singing that motherfucking song, Mary was singing it like she was living in that moment. Okay, she was like, "I hold you in my arms like you're my own baby." Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Things will get better, baby. It will get better, Kimmy. I'm telling you, it's your friend Mary. I love you, I love you. That friend, do you know that? You gonna make me you gonna make me go back and listen to this when it's over. B.I.G. He still lives in me. He still lives in you and all of you and everybody that knows him. She was on that song. She was on that song. Acting like she was preaching to the choir when she was singing on that song. I felt every single word that Mary said on Hold On. Okay. I felt her. I felt her on that. And for those of you, because I know it's that Fifi 1990 person, I know I can't sing. I ain't trying to be no singer, but I like to sing. And this is a music review, and I'm going to sing because it's funny to me. So if you don't like it, you ain't got to keep telling me that you don't like it. I'm going to keep doing it. So it ain't like I do it all the time. But however, I love that song. Do you hear me? Love it. Let me see. What's the next? What's Going On featuring Lizzo? I saw a couple of people say they didn't like What's Going On with Lizzo, but I liked it though. And I'm not even a big fan of Lizzo's music. However, it's one song by Lizzo, and y'all probably gonna throw bricks at my ass for saying this. But it's one song by Lizzo that I just really got into like that. And I know that song old as hell. And like I said, I don't really like Lizzo's music, but the song that I'm talking about is when she's like, turn up the music, pull down the lights, the music. I'm gonna be okay, okay, all right. It's about damn time. I'm like, ooh, that's my song. I love that song. Do you hear me? That's my song. And like I said, I don't even like Lizzo's songs like that. But that's my song, girl. Like, that is my song. Listen. And I just got into that song. I just got into it for real. Just got into that song. Let me see where we at. Where we at? What's the next song? What's the next? Okay. Shower Tears featuring Summer Walker, another record where she's getting very personal about her situation with Offset. I feel like all these songs were written and recorded while she was going through her shit. And honestly, I'm telling y'all, I love some Shower Tears. I love that song. Love it, love it, love it. I love that song. Okay. Like all the Offset songs, I damn sure love those. I wish that she did a whole album talking about her breakup. Because, you know, remember, because the last album by Nicki Minaj that I liked was The Pink Print. And The Pink Print was pretty much like a mixture of things. Like she had like her up tempos, but a lot of those records were about her breakup with Safari. And I loved them songs like Better Lies, The Crying Game, Pills and Potions. Girl, loved it. It seemed way more personal than any of her other albums, like for real. And I was like, yes, girl. So I love Shower Tears. Loved it. Outside is the next song. It's one of those, you know, fuck nigga songs. I'm outside. I ain't fucking with you no more. That type of shit. You know, I already told y'all how much I like Outside. So y'all already know that. So it ain't really nothing more for me to say on that one besides I love Outside. You know, Pretty and Petty is where she went in on Bia. Now listen, when she went in on Bia, I was mad at her for going in on Bia. And a lot of people was like, well, why did she wait till her album to say something to Bia? Well, she didn't wait till her album to say something to Bia. If you listen to the Wanna Be remix with Glorilla and what's her name? Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, then y'all would have known that Cardi B's whole verse was her dragging Bia. Like her whole verse. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily her waiting for her album to come out to do it. She definitely did it on Wanna Be. Most definitely did it. So this ain't her first time dragging Bia. And let me tell y'all, when she said name 5 songs by Bia, and she said dead, I'm like, cause I can't name number one song. And the only song that I knew from her was that dumbass song she did with Nicki. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Doom, doom, doom. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Doom, doom, doom. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Doom, doom, doom. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Okay, girl, shut up. Like, girl, I hated that fucking song. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I hate that song. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Doom, doom, doom. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Doom, doom, doom. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. I hate that song. Oh, God, I hate that song. Oh, I hate that song. I hate that song, but she went the fuck in on Bia, and I wasn't mad at it either. Go in on Bia ass, go in on Bia, go in on Bia. I don't like Bia, never have really cared for Bia or her music like that. So I was here for the jabs. I definitely was here for the damn jabs. For real, I was. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. What's the next song, y'all? The next song is Better Than You. Now, Better Than You, I didn't have a problem with that song. I actually like that song, actually. I think this is probably the part of her second half of her album is probably much better than her first half, if I'm not mistaken. If y'all agree or not, I do think that the first half of this album is better than the second half is better than the first half. But I do like Better Than You. And then the song On My Back, love that song too. I was here for it. I was definitely here for On My Back. Look at the name of the song. Of course I'm here for it. And then whoever the dude was that was on there, he sounded good on the song too. Now, Airtime reminded me of a Southern hip hop record. I feel like if she was gonna have a feature on Airtime, well, she ain't had no feature on Airtime, but Airtime is it sounded like we needed Jeezy on that song. Is it just me? I feel like she needed a Jeezy feature for that because it sounded like something that he would have killed. Like that sounded like a Jeezy record to me. Like it sounded like something that Jeezy would have done. So I think she should have got like Jeezy or just like someone else said in there, like a Project Pat or somebody like that. Like she should have gotten like some southern rappers to rap over that, you know, because that's a southern song if I never heard one. And y'all know I'm southern down, so I know what a southern hip hop record sounds like. That sound like a southern hip hop record, and I needed that. I needed a hip hop artist from the South on that one for real. But I like the song either way. Now check please. It's like, it's all right, you know. I let it play if it came on, but you know, it ain't nothing that I really care about. But my biggest issue with a lot of these songs is that they're so damn short. They're like a minute and some long. You know what I mean? Like they're short as fuck. Like, why are they so goddamn short? That's my main critique about this album is that a lot of these records are short as hell, and I have told y'all time and time again, I cannot stand these short ass songs that these artists be putting out today. I do not like these short ass songs. Soon as you like really get into the records and shit like that, they come across like we didn't really get nothing from it because it's already gone now. It's already done. Like soon as you get into it, it's like, oh bitch, it's done now. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the only complaint I really got is the length of these records. I hate those songs being so damn short. Um, yes, all my back was a Janet sample. And then speaking of Janet, the principal song. Now, girl, you really had me thinking that you was finna have Janet Jackson on this song, and all you had was a sample. Cardi, girl, go to shit, go to West Hell for that. Great song, don't get me wrong, great song, but girl, don't play with me. Don't do that. You really had me thinking you was gonna have Janet, you know, doing her whisper sounds on this damn song, and it didn't do shit. You just pissed me off with that. Just pissed me off with that. Just pissed me off, honey. That really made me mad. I'm like, girl, what? Now, Trophies is another one of those records where she just talking her shit, you know, and all that other shit. That's pretty much what this is. And I ain't got a problem with it. You know, I like it. I let it play. You feel what I'm saying? Like I let it play. It ain't really bad, but I let it play. Now the next song is "Nice Guy" with Tyler. It's alright, you know. I ain't really no fan of I ain't really no fan of Tyler like that, but Nice Guy was alright. It ain't no bad song. I might just skip it a couple of times and call it a day. That's probably what I do, but it was alright. Now Killing You Hoes. When I saw that she was kind of doing her own interpretation of Killing You Hoes by Trina, I was like, okay, you better get to it. And I liked it too. You see the app fit bitch of Killing You Hoes, but she did her own like updated version. It wasn't like the same beat or nothing like that. But I was here for Killing You Hoes. That's probably one of my favorite records. Now, I will say this. I don't see the point of Up and WAP being here. I don't. Only because these songs are like 4 and 5 years old. So it's like, what's the point of them being here? But you know, the obvious answer is to get them damn sales up. That's the only reason why. But yeah, WAP and Up didn't need to be here. Now, if they play, I ain't gonna stop it from playing because I love WAP and I love Up. But I'm looking at it like, why is Up and WAP on here? Like, why is it on here? Why? But whatever. But however, I ain't really bitching about it. I think the only people that's really just bitching about it is the fans from that other fan base. Those are the only people that's really bitching about Up and WAP being on there. I don't really give a fuck. I mean, because these other artists they put out 5 different versions of these fucking albums just so they can get a number one. So I don't even know why we so mad and upset about Up and WAP and shit like that. I don't give a fuck. honestly. Cause like I said, these motherfuckers be putting out all these different versions of albums, all these different versions of singles just so they can get a number one. All of them do shit to cheat. So at this point, that's just the part of the industry that we in. And I ain't saying that I'm here for up and WAP being on there. I just simply don't give a fuck because these are just industry games at its finest. They all do weird shit. They try to get a number one record, a number one album, another number one whatever. Like everybody's so obsessed with charts and shit and numbers. That's just like me going out buying my views. I'll be damned if I'm going out buying my damn views. It never gets that serious. Cause September was a dry month for me and my channel because I ain't really got nothing to talk about or review. So it's been dry. So I could have easily went out there and bought some views, but people do it all the time, but I ain't doing it. That shit weird. Why? But it is what it is. Like people do this shit all the time. Like this is just the industry that we in, especially with streaming mattering more than album sales and streaming mattering more than radio play. It's weird, so that's how I feel. So, you know, hold on, Scotty. I heard about the bots though, girl. Be real. Like, what do you mean be real? I am being real. What are you talking about? Like, I'm saying this is the industry. They all do fuck shit to get numbers. They all do it. They sell bundles and shit. They do all kinds of shit that I don't agree with. And like I said, I don't agree with Whopping Up being on here. I don't see the need for neither one of them songs being on here. If that's the case, if you're gonna have Up and Wop on here, then you might as well put Money on there. You might as well put Pressed on there. You might as well put all the motherfucking songs on there if that's the case. But you put the two songs that sold and did the most on that album. I don't agree with that either. But once again, I also don't agree with these motherfuckers having 5 different versions of their album so they can go number one. I also don't agree with these motherfuckers putting out singles and then you want to put out, it's one thing to put out the clean version and the explicit version, but then you put out a trap version and a seesaw version and a damn Latin version and the instrumental. You doing all that just so you can go number one. Like everybody do shit like that for like number one. Scotty girl, they said there was some bots on your page with names like Susan and Adam. Oh, Dre, some bye. But I don't agree with none of that shit. Like, but that's like I said, that's the way the industry goes these days. Everything depends on streaming. But I will say that Cardi B did promote the hell out of this album, though. I haven't seen any artist as of late promote the way that she did. She went on these late night shows. She went on these daytime shows. She went on she went on a lot of other shows, and she hit the ground running with promotion. She did a lot of promotion for this album, which she needed to. She been gone for 7 years. She needed to promote it like that. Dre Simba, I know you playing shit. You gotta understand, I told y'all I'm not in the best mood right now, but I know you playing. But she really been pulling it out. Like I would like to see artists promote like this again, because artists don't really promote their albums like that no more. She went on the Breakfast Club. She did a couple of podcasts. She doing what she's supposed to do to promote, but to each his own. That's all I can say about it. To each his own, but as far as her album goes, I don't think that is better than Invasion of Privacy. I don't think that is better than that. But I do think that it's a good album. I wasn't expecting it to be good after all this time. But it was actually a good album. I'll be playing it again. Now, I still feel like the best albums for George. Obviously, you're a Cardi B hater, and that's okay. I mean, I don't hate Cardi B. I'm not a Cardi B stan or nothing like that. So I'm just here giving props for everything. You know what I mean? Like I don't see why is it an issue for me giving her props for promoting her album or whatever. Like it ain't about giving out participation points or whatever the hell you said. You must be a stan. So if you are one, let me let you know that this ain't the channel for all that. I don't do that stan shit. Like I talk about music of all kinds, and which y'all will see as I continue to do my music content. I talk about music of all kinds, whether I like you or not. And at the end of the day, I give people props where they deserve. And at the end of the day, she does deserve props for the way she promoted this damn album. She deserves it. I ain't seen nobody promote no album like that in a long time. So if she did out that promotion and it didn't sell shit, then that means people really weren't interested in it if it don't sell. But she did her thing promoting. I enjoyed her promoting it. It is what it is. So I gotta give it to her. You know, I wish more people would promote their shit like that. At least I know they got an album out. That's how I feel. You know. Oh, here y'all go talking about somebody being sensitive, child. I'm not even gonna respond to that because ain't nobody damn sensitive, child. Ain't nobody sensitive. But um, but yeah, I still feel like the best female rap album to come out over the last 11 months was Glorilla's album. I still feel like that. I still feel like Glorilla's was the best one. Followed by Lotto, because Lotto was a good album. Lotto had a good album too. Okay, Lotto had a good album too. I know a lot of y'all probably don't see it for Lotto, but Lotto actually did have a good album. It was well done. But I still think that Glorilla probably had the best one over the last 11 months. She had the best one. Now, before I go, let me say this about female rap overall, right? About the albums that have come out. When it comes down to Megan, y'all know I live for Megan. Y'all know that. I love Megan. It's still one of my favorite female rap records, if not my favorite female rap record of last year was his, followed by Yeah Glow, right? So the problem that I be having with Megan is that I don't think Megan is inspired. You feel what? Does that make sense? I don't think that Megan is inspired. I think that Megan just put shit together and then throw it together and say, okay, we got an album. That's what I think. I don't really think that she's inspired by nothing at this point. Her first album was good. Her second album was good. But Megan's last record, the Megan album, Act 1 or something like that, it wasn't good. Act 2 was slightly better. But I didn't like I don't replay those albums like that. Like I do Trauma. I still can go back to Traumazine. I can still go back to Good News. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is about Megan's new albums. I don't know what it is, but I'm not feeling them like that. Her recent albums, I haven't been feeling them. Glorilla is great. Her Glorious is still good. I can still play that from top to bottom. I still do. Lotto's album is really good. I wish, like Dre December said, I wish that she could choose better singles to represent her albums because while Sunday Service was good, Big Mama was also a good record, but she needed to put out something else, you know, to really represent it. I'm still getting into Doechii because Jamar and them, they be listening to Doechii all the time. So I'm getting into Doechii. I think she's one of the more creative female rappers that's out today. Never could get into Sweetie. Just never could. Never could get into JT. I'm trying, but I can't. Yes, Bigger in Texas is probably one of Megan's best songs that she's ever done. Completely. But out of all of those female rappers, those are the ones that I think of when I first think about female rap. And I think the one that's really doing her thing the most is Glow. And I'm looking out for Glow. I cannot wait till Glow come out with another album. But I think that Glow knows what works for her. But Cardi B, this album was good. Out of 10, I give it an 8. But it's not better than Invasion of Privacy, though. It's not. Invasion of Privacy reigns supreme. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, before we go, I got to do this one more time. My book comes out on September the 23rd. It will be on Amazon and it will be on Kindle Books. If you want the physical copy, it will be on Amazon. It will be available on Amazon on September the 23rd. The book that I have in my hand, this is the book that you will get if you order it on September the 23rd. But these are from the pre-orders that I have to send through the mail to those of you that already ordered the book. So I gotta sign. I haven't signed shit. This was the first thing I saw when I got home was those. I got 3 boxes of these books. These are pre-order books. I got 3 boxes of these. So I gotta sign all these books and send them to you guys personally. Okay. So yes, so my book officially comes out on September the 23rd. This is my first book. Thank you, Andrea. This is my first book to put out, my first published book. It's our urban drama. If you like urban drama, this is the book for you, okay? So be sure to pick it up on September the 23rd, okay? And some of y'all probably already heard this book before because I read it before in my members only. But however, it's now in book form. So it's a tad bit different than what you heard. It's the same book, same dialogue, but just a tad bit different. Okay. So just pick it up. All right. Pre-orders for the ebooks is still available right now on Amazon, and pre-orders for the physical books are still available on PayPal. So with that being said, y'all, that's pretty much it. I gotta go meet Tramiel for a drink, a much needed one at that. My friends is getting me out the house, so I gotta go see about them. Then I gotta go film right after that. So with that being said, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, y'all, you boys up out of here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Cause I know what I want. I guess I could pray to the man up above. Start a new path with unconditional love. I can build a new life out of this mess. Moving on to a place free from the stress. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. All of my life, and you know it hit the worst when it starts with the night. I'm the type of nigga shit that can speak for itself. See, I'm a bad little nigga with his heart as well. Say it best from the heart, so it beating is felt. Just a sense to see you smile, so more probably can melt. With the cause is dealt, nigga, I was just wishing. Can I be the only bad bitch that you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like?